Greetings, esteemed viewers. Today, we're going to dive into some significant updates that were drafted in April and May 2024. First, let's talk about the draft subordinate laws of the Motor Vehicle Management Act for cybersecurity management systems and software update management systems. These drafts have been presented in harmony with UN Regulations 155 and 156, respectively. However, it's important to note that the government's post-management system may differ. Therefore, it's crucial to review these thoroughly and establish methods to address Korean unique requirements. Specifically, according to the draft KMVSS for CSMS, over-the-air update means changing the vehicle's software by any method of making data transfers wirelessly instead of using a cable or other local connection. Additionally, when the vehicle's software update device executes OTA updates, the vehicle shall be able to restore systems to their previous version in case of a failed or interrupted update, or the vehicle shall be placed into a safe state. Moreover, Article 40-22 and Annex 5-10 of Draft MVMA Rule specifies the requirements for certification revocation and suspension. Certification may be revoked if it is obtained through false or fraudulent means, or if the vehicle is sold during a CSMS suspension period. Validity suspension may occur in cases of failure to obtain modification certification, failure to report changes, or non-compliance with certification standards. Moving on, in April 2024, the draft KMVSS-TP 1-35 steering was also presented. This draft aligns with the draft KMVSS from August 2023. The steering performance test requirements are fundamentally harmonized with UN Regulation 79, but they should be understood based on the updates up to UN R79 Revision 4 Amendment 8. Notably, the newly established RCM in this revision is not specified in UN R79, which is a critical point to consider for preparing the test procedures. Next, let's look at the KMVSS-TP for lighting systems, also drafted in April 2024. 3 test items for lighting systems, including the Lighting System Test, 21, Headlamp Test, 21-2, and LED Light Source Test, 68, have been revised by applying the UN Regulation 4808 series. Since the requirements for these test procedures have been newly established and revised, it's essential for those in charge of lighting system tests to review the revision draft thoroughly. Now, let's discuss the draft KNCAP on reclined posture, announced in April 2024. Recent advancements in integrated active and passive safety systems, such as lane keeping assist and airbags, have prompted discussions on crash safety assessments that consider these operating conditions. Interestingly, a study found that only about 45% of front seat passengers are seated in a proper posture. In response, KNCAP has proposed a protocol for reclined occupant protection safety tests, set to be enacted in 2027. This test, unique to Korea, requires careful review and preparation to meet these new assessment standards. Lastly, we have the draft AECA Decree and Rule on Modification Certification, pre-announced in April 2024, following the revised AECA promulgated on January 23, 2024. These drafts aim to clarify the distinction between modification certification and modification reports, outlining separate procedures and penalties. Under the current regulations, failing to report a modification could result in the same fines as not obtaining modification certification. However, the revision proposes a more lenient administrative fine of up to 5 million won for failing to submit a modification report. Additionally, vehicle manufacturers will be required to compensate vehicle owners who rectify ERC defects at their own expense within the warranty period. Thank you for watching.